knew it.
What's going on, y'all, and welcome to a new edition of Laying Down the Law. So today we are back. Yesterday, the new full, well, not new, well, it is new, but the full trailer for Titans release, not the teaser trailer, but the full trailer. The new season 2 starts September 6th. I'm hyped. I'm ready for it. You know how we kind of felt before when we were seeing the trailers for season 1 and all that kind of stuff, the pictures and all that, and we weren't really feeling it. Then you watch the season and it's like, oh, okay, this is legit. I can rock with this. I was one of those people. I felt a little more settled after I saw the trailer when we got close to the first season. Ended up watching the season, loved it. Out of the 3 live-action DC universe shows, so Titan, Swamp Thing, and Doom Patrol, it's hard for me. It would either be my number 1 or number 2. It's competing against Swamp Thing. I'm one of the people who didn't really like Doom Patrol. I didn't get all the hype for it. It was an okay show. It wasn't. I didn't see any room for this is the best show they've ever created and all that kind of stuff. I felt more like that with Swamp Thing, so I guess I'll put Swamp Thing in 1, Titans 2, and Doom Patrol 3. But I really wasn't a fan of that. The not animation, but the special effects and all that kind of stuff were cool, but just like the story and all that, I didn't really like it at all. It was more of a kind of forcing myself to watch it because I didn't know if it was going to have any connective tissue with Titans, because the first season we had Beast Boy with the Doom Patrol, and then he left and went with the Titans. But in the first season of Doom Patrol, you don't see him anywhere in that. So who knows if they cross over later down the line or whatnot. But that's really the only reason I've watched it. It's kind of like why I'm still watching Legends of Tomorrow now, because that show has gone downhill from when it started. I really only watched that to see if it has anything that connects to the Arrowverse, and especially this season with Crisis and all that coming up. So it's a big year for a big year for DC TV. I wish I could say the same thing for the movies, but unfortunately not. As far as TV, the Arrowverse, they're doing Crisis on Infinite Earths, that storyline. You got Titans coming back. The new Harley Quinn animated show is supposed to be coming out. The Stargirl show, that's supposed to be coming out. Doom Patrol, I'm assuming, will eventually be getting a season 2. So it's a good time to be a DC TV fan. Movies, not so much. Hopefully they get there, act right, in 2020, but we'll see, because they have Birds of Prey and Wonder Woman. So we'll see about that. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this trailer. Alright, everybody. I knew that wasn't the trailer. They was just showing everybody. Burn the suit.
You burned the suit. You're not Robin anymore, so what now?
Being Hawk and Dove was dangerous for both of us. I stopped. But if you can't, we're done.
Uh-oh.
You're asking me to choose between my destiny and you.
Maybe they're the same thing.
So they were in a relationship. What,
I'm so tired.
End your little experiment, or I will burn this place down myself.
There's ghosts in this place. Tell them what happened.
Look, I don't take orders from you anymore, man.
Get out of my way.
You're in my way.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Again. Devote all that time and trouble for someone that just wants to leave.
Bruce. My boy.
I would do everything exactly the same.
My boy.
I'm not sure if it's the right thing to do.
I don't think you have a choice.
You ready for this, Grayson?
Yep.
So they got flashbacks intertwined with what's going on currently.
Well, first, her name is Shimmer. That's just annoying.
Okay, Crypto. And I guess I'm Connor.
Okay.
Yeah, what the hell is this place anyway?
This is a
It's the
place
Titans
where people
Tower.
can learn how to be the best version of who you are.
That's Deathstroke's daughter.
I hope I haven't broken this place.
Oh,
Hello, Miss Coriander.
Who else did they send?
Just me. Sorry about that, Your Highness.
that's Dr. Light. Titans are back, bitches!
This is why we shuttered this place.
And that was Slade. Yo, okay.
Come knocking.
I'm feeling the look more now.
Anymore now.
Now's the time. Be Batman.
Be Batman. It's all leading to him putting on his Nightwing suit, man. Y'all, let's go ahead and get into this breakdown real quick. I'm excited for this season, man. I'm super excited for this season. Trailer was fire. Okay, let's break all this down, and I'm gonna jump a little bit into the teaser that came out around Comic-Con. Yes, it's fire, y'all. It's about to go down. I'm super excited for this season. The way season 1 ended, so if you all watched that all the way through, the way season 1 ended, hated it, terrible. Loved the season as a whole, but the way they wrapped it up, it was awful, because it was left on a huge, not even like it's a cliffhanger, but I don't really know how to explain the cliffhanger. If you saw the episodes, you know what I mean. It ended with Robin essentially still in the I guess we should call it the fear dimension or something to that extent, because whatever Trigon did to him, he messed with his mind and all that kind of stuff, and that's essentially where we left it, with him having killed Batman. And then you come back into the world, and then you see, I believe it was Starfire, and it may have just been her. I don't remember off the top of my head. Probably have to go back and rewatch the season before season 2 comes out. But they were kind of like outside the house, where it had the whole kind of bubble and all that kind of stuff that was going on, because of what Trigon was doing, because Raven had let him into the world. So I didn't really like how they ended. I would have wanted that storyline, because I feel that's what the whole season had been building to. They should have wrapped that up at the end of season 1. But what it seems like, and from what I've been hearing from other YouTubers, is that they're going to conclude that story in the first couple of episodes of season 2, and then from there we're supposed to be jumping off into the new story. And the way I'm figuring that is because you see the gem on Raven's forehead further on in the trailer, and that's supposed to be Trigon trapped in her forehead, because the gem is the portal for him to get into the world and all that kind of stuff. So I'm really interested to see how they pull it off and do it. And essentially what we're getting after that is the Judas contract with Deathstroke and Tara. You know, Tara from Teen Titans, from the animated show and the movie as well, if you've seen the Judas Contract movie. She's being replaced by essentially Deathstroke's daughter. I believe it's Ravager. I believe off the top of my head is Ravager. I'm not 100% sure. But she will be joining the Titans, as you saw her training with Dick. How she said, "I hope I don't break this place," or something to that extent, tear this place apart or something like that, when she used the sword that chopped through basically the wooden bow staff. So she'll be with the team, on the team, probably spying for the team, as you know Tara did. And if you've been watching Young Justice, I haven't finished it. The three new episodes that just came out on Tuesday, I haven't watched those yet, but essentially they're doing kind of like a Judas contract, but except it's not Tara. Well, actually, it is Tara. It's Tara, but I'm not exactly sure if the Teen Titans Tara is Tara Markov or whatever her last name is or whatever. But essentially, that's how they're doing it on Young Justice. How you see, careful spoilers if you haven't watched all of it, but as you see her kind of in communication with Deathstroke training her and all that kind of stuff. So that's what we'll be getting in the season, except it'll be his daughter, his other son. It's supposed to say Jericho. I believe Jericho's the son and Ravager is the daughter. I'm pretty sure I got that right, but correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I'm not sure how he'll play into the whole storyline, because how I've seen it before is just Tara. So we'll see how that goes. The guy, I'm not sure who the character is, but the guy who came down and was talking to Starfire, essentially, "I'm sorry to do this to you, Your Highness." You know, she's a princess from another world, so I'm wondering if that has something to do with Blackfire and all that kind of stuff. Because if you remember from the animated show how Blackfire essentially was a thief, and she came to Earth and framed Starfire and said Starfire was the one who was out doing all this kind of stuff, but it really wasn't her. So I'm wondering if that may have something to do with the season, or that might be like what we jump to for a teaser for next season or something like that. They build up to that. Not sure, who knows. But it looks really good. Raven and Dick talking to each other and all that. What I'm really interested in is the flashback scenes and how they pay that off to kind of explain what's going on, in present day. So, like, if you think of it kind of like the whole Arrow take, how you kind of get flashbacks, and that kind of shows you how he's dealing with stuff in the current time and all that. So you get to see the old team, which is Robin, Hawk and Dove, Wonder Girl, and then Aqualad, Garth Aqualad, not Calderon Aqualad, two different versions. So that's the original team, and you heard how they were talking about stuff that was in the past, and this is not a good place, and how it's been built up on all these tragedies and all that kind of stuff. So I'm interested as hell to see what they're talking about, what the tragedies and all that kind of stuff. You see Wonder Girl and Aqualad, how I'm guessing they had like some kind of relationship, and they ended up splitting apart, and who knows if he's dead or if he's alive or what's going on with him, because we haven't seen him or heard about him in present day, as opposed to Wonder Girl and Hawk and Dove. We've heard about them, we've seen them. So it's a bunch, guys. It's a bunch to look forward to in this season. Like I said in the opening part before the reaction, like, this will probably jump to my favorite show since Swamp Thing. Rest in peace, Swamp Thing. It's not getting a second season, which is so very unfortunate after that the last scene, the post-credit scene. If you guys haven't seen that, we were going in such a great direction. We were supposed to be getting like a whole Justice League Dark setup, characters for that, so they could turn that into a show. I believe a show, not 100% if it was going to be a show or a movie, but they were ramping up towards Justice League Dark, so that was a huge letdown finding out about that, especially after the greatness of Swamp Thing was canceled after the first episode, which was ridiculous. It was canceled a day before the second episode came out, which was freaking ridiculous to me. But yeah, love Titans. The first season was great. I don't get why people didn't really like it so much, why people seem to gravitate towards Doom Patrol more than Titans. Not one of those guys. I was definitely a Titans guy through and through, and that may have to do with the fact that I grew up watching the animated series and all that kind of stuff. So for me, this is what you guys will get to know about me as the channel goes on. I'm putting out more videos, and you guys keep tuning in. It doesn't have to be perfect for me. Granted, I haven't read a lot of comics. I'm starting that now, as I'm doing the channel and whatnot, trying to get into the comic side of the whole universe and all that. Because really, all I have in my depth of knowledge is what I've seen on TV. So like the animated stuff, and then the live action TV shows and the live action movies, which I know are not 100% accurate. Which I accept. I'm one of the people who accept things not being perfect, because it's not which Boba Talks, his channel, it's not a copy and paste from the comic to the TV. It's an adaptation, so you're picking pieces and all that kind of stuff and putting them into the show or movie and trying to find a storyline for them all to fit. Deathstroke, I'm gonna end it after this one. Deathstroke was the hugest kind of talking point coming out after the teaser trailer, because he didn't look like Deathstroke. Really, he looked more like Deadshot, people were saying, because of the red eye. But they're going the whole new 52 Deathstroke look. I thought, after seeing this trailer, I'm all for it. It looks great. Really looks well done, well defined. Manu Bennett's might be my favorite, but after watching this it just looks more real compared to how Manu Bennett's look. The mask was all shiny and all that kind of stuff. And I don't know, I loved it. Don't get me wrong, I did love it, but his for the Titans universe, it just looks more realistic. And their costumes look a lot better than the Arrowverse stuff to begin with anyway. So that's where we are with that, guy. So if you went on to like the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
They say here goes the man. Feel like Bobby Blue Band. On it, he street. Shit hot as Sudan. Oh man, I don't feel no man.